It's about to be a whole new month, so here's some independent comic series starting off in the month of March of 2026. Coming out of Image Comics, we have Narco coming out on the 4th. Super Creepshow coming out on the 18th. I do want to mention that Creepshow does have a good amount of comics behind it, but it's an anthology, so it's not like you really need to know the lore to get it. Tiger's Island coming out on the 11th. Blood Squad 7 Yearbook coming out on the 25th. I do want to mention there is a comic series called Blood Squad 7, so you might need to read that before reading this. Coming out of Boom Studios, we have Baby Garfield coming out on the 18th. I shouldn't really have to tell you who Garfield is at this point. Coming out of Dynamite Entertainment, we have Disney Villains Gaston coming out on the 4th. And obviously, this is the same Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. Thundercats and Silverhawks World War coming out on the 18th. I do want to mention that both franchises do have their own lore and their own current comic series, so you might want to know about that before picking this up. Coming out of Titan Comics, we have Rafael Garcia, Henchman, coming out on the 18th. I do want to mention there is a series before this, so you might want to read that before picking this up. Coming out of Dark Horse Comics, we have Lands Unknown, The Skinless Man, coming out on the 4th. Usagi Yojimbo Kaito 84 coming out on the 11th. Usagi got a lot of lore, so you might want to know about that before picking this up. Leonardo the Vampire, The House of Yonda, coming out on the 18th. Mecha Ghost Volume 2 coming out on the 25th. This is Volume 2, so obviously you need to read Volume 1 to understand this. Coming out of IDW Publishing, we have Godzilla vs. America, Godzilla vs. Portland, coming out on the 11th, and this is a one-shot. You guys should know who Godzilla is by now. A Quiet Place Storm Warning, coming out on the 11th. And this is based off the movie A Quiet Place, so most likely gotta watch that before picking this up. The Exorcism at Buckingham Palace, coming out on the 11th. Sonic Racing Crossworlds, coming out on the 17th. I do want to mention this is a one-shot, and this is based off the video game of the same name. Coming out of Valiant Entertainment, we have Valiant Beyond, Tales of the Shadow Man, Legacy of Leroy, coming out on the 4th. I saw multiple dates for this series, so it's possible to change. And Shadow Man does have a lot of lore, so you might want to understand that before picking this up. Coming out of Mad Cave Studios, we have 51, coming out on the 11th. Exploit, also coming out on the 11th. Honor and Curse Eternal, coming out on the 25th. Coming out of Oni Press, we have Cult of the Lamb, The Last Sacramento Special, coming out on the 4th. And this is based on a video game of the same name. Unalive Teenagers, coming out on the 18th. And last but not least, coming out of Vault Comics, we have Nectar, coming out on the 4th. And that's all I have for March. Thank you for watching.